Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you live with barely any makeup on, only mascara, which is my favorite, to talk to you about crushing confidence. This morning, I woke up thinking, what's your number now? And why that question is important is because that question, what's your number, is so deeply and closely related to so much shame. To so much shame. We're starting Crushing Confidence next Monday, the 9th, and I cannot wait. It is going to be incredibly, incredibly powerful. And the reason being is because we've lived a lifetime of experiences with our confidence being completely crushed from things that we couldn't even comprehend had anything to do with our confidence, with what we think about ourselves, with how we feel about ourselves, with the way that we look at ourselves. So what's your number now came to me this morning when I woke up because I lost my virginity at 14 years old. Yes, that is very young. But now I think, oh my God, it's even younger than that. And there are so many people who've gone through things where they didn't have a choice in the way that they lost it. It was taken from them. And they've had experiences from the past that completely shattered their confidence. I lost it by choice, but we get into these situations where we feel like I don't really have a choice. There's something else that seems to consume us and take over us. And then we're left feeling the heaviness and the weight of shame because of the choices that we made. And the choices that we make are all to do with what is going on within, with the beliefs that we have about ourselves, with the lack, with the limitation, with the ugliness that we see when we look at ourselves in the mirror. And that's why part of this live today, I decided to come on without makeup, because oftentimes I come on live with makeup, with my hair done, and I feel like, oh, I look pretty. And that's not a part of being confident. Yes, you can look pretty and be confident in your looks, but so many of us hide behind makeup. We hide behind these stories. We hide behind the image, the things that we want other people to see. And that's not true, real, genuine confidence. That's I want you to see what I want you to see. And I don't want you to see the real me, because the real me is hidden behind the shame and hidden behind the stories. And that's part of what causes so much pain. So when I woke up wondering, what's your number now? That is because so much shame is connected to the things that we've done in the past, and the things that we believe about ourselves because of the things that we've done and the reasons why we did those things. We were trying to really just be liked, just be loved, just be included, be involved. We just wanted to fit in. We wanted to experience deep, intimate connection. And a lot of times that comes out in the form of intimacy. And I realized that at a very, very, very young age, I was seeking for that. I was searching for that. I was on a quest to receive that, to be with that, to experience that closeness, intimacy, connection. And we find this through relationships. And I found it through relationships with people that I would sleep with. And at a very, very early age, I had a very long list. And I remember being in my childhood bedroom, literally having a table next to me. One day, grabbing a pen, like waking up in the middle of the night, just feeling so disgusting, feeling so full of shame, so sick of myself, so ew. If anyone ever knew what I did, if anyone knew what the number was, because on the outside I was this image of this very good girl, this very shy girl, this very quiet girl. I did what I was told. I got good grades. I was nice, but there was this secret side of me, that was linked to feeling like I didn't matter. I didn't fit in. I didn't belong. That all of those things I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be loved the way that I perceived other people were, the popular girls. And when I didn't feel that, I hid in this secret shame. And so when I was with guys, I would give them whatever they wanted. I would do whatever they wanted. And I remember doing that. And word spreads fast. And so it was like more and more people were coming out like, hey, hey, hey. And it was like, oh, okay, but don't tell anyone, right? And I remember waking up in the middle of the night one night wondering. I didn't even know what my number was. And wondering what the number was, and grabbing a pen, grabbing a piece of paper, like literally tearing it out of this journal and beginning a list of names. First names, last names, if I remember them. A lot of them I didn't, because there was other substances involved. There was alcohol involved. There was drugs involved. And so some of them, the name was just the description of their height. Tall guy, dark hair, maybe the color shirt, if I even remembered that. And I remembered getting to the point on my list where I thought, this is a lot. And I remember counting them and then asking myself, should I even write a number by them? Do I even want to know what the number is? And I thought, well, I'm just curious. Let's see. So I started to number them 1 and go down and go down and go down. And there was a lot. And I had this thought in my mind of, I know this isn't all of them. I know there are some I don't even remember. And then in that state, some of the ones that I knew I didn't remember, weren't listed yet, would come to me and I'd go, oh my God. And this was like my list of shame. This list that I just felt like, this is disgusting. This is so fucking gross. Like, ew, 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 ew. And I remember in that moment feeling like, you're disgusting. You really are. And if anyone ever found this list or saw this list or knew about this list, especially my mom, I was like, oh my God, if my mom finds this list, what would she think? And so I remember thinking, on one hand, I wanted to keep it because I wanted to know, because that was part of me. Those were stories. Those were things that I did. And also not wanting anyone ever to find this list of shame. And remember thinking, well, how can I keep it hidden from her? Because I want to look back on it and hopefully someday in the future, like, oh my God, but what if I keep it and I get married and my husband finds it? What would he think of me? And the deep, deep roots of shame that I felt in me, and during that time where I was creating this list and wondering, do I keep it? Do I get rid of it? Do I keep it? Do I get rid of it? And thinking, this isn't who you really are, Sarah. And it was like, but there was proof, there was evidence, there was a list. It was who I was. It was the things that I had done. And I didn't realize it then, but I had become the things that I had done. And the things that I had done made me hate myself, made me feel disgusted with myself, made me feel so ashamed of myself. So who I had become was disgusted, shameful, like just, I could never tell anyone. Those were secrets that I had to keep in the closet. And those were things that significantly impacted my confidence and who I saw when I looked at myself in the mirror, and how I had to not be that or not let anyone know that I was that. But those were the things, those things I did in the moments where I just really wanted and felt the most intimately connected to someone else. And I didn't realize that what I lacked was deep, close, personal intimacy and connection with myself. That wasn't until decades later when I went through narcissistic trauma and abuse and a manipulative and abusive marriage and relationship. And then I went through another one because I wasn't willing to sit with myself and those experiences and allow those emotions and stories to come up and rise up to the surface. They would, and then I would push them back down and I'd be like, no. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to handle it. I wasn't able to handle it. But doing the work to clear, to heal, to remove, to transform, to flip the script of those stories that you are not the things that you have done and you are not the things that were done to you, frees you from the shame. It frees you from the heartache and it frees you from the pain. And that is what crushing confidence is all about. And I cannot wait to go on this beautiful journey with you guys. Like I said, we begin January 9th, and it's going to be really, really having a beautiful, sacred, safe space to allow those things to come up, those things that we've kept in the skeleton, those skeletons that we've kept in the closet, those things that we've put on a mental list that we want to burn, that we would feel crushed if anyone anyone saw, if anyone knew about, and really have a private space for us to allow those things to come up, to rewrite the story, to flip the script about who we are because of the things that we've done that crushed our confidence, because of the things that were done to us that felt like we were not worthy of being able to look at ourselves in our own eyes and see the beauty that lies inside of us, because all we're seeing is the ugly, horrible things that we've done, the decisions that we made out of a sacred space of just wanting to be loved, just wanting to be connected, just wanting to truly feel a deep, beautiful experience of intimacy. So when you're ready for that, if you're ready for that, I would love to see you inside of our container, inside of this space, Crushing Confidence, to take the confidence that was crushed at one time in one way and transform it and evolve it and have it be something that you can sit with and maybe not publicly share in this kind of way. That's absolutely not necessary unless you feel called to. But allow yourself to heal those inner hurts and wounds and pains and traumas and experiences that have completely crushed your confidence, and turn crushed confidence into crushing confidence so that you can fully embody and fully embrace and fully own who you are. And get rid of, disconnect, let go of those stories from the past. You can keep the list, you can burn the list, you can do whatever the hell you want with the list, but you understand, you get into the state of the list does not define me. The list is not me. And truly, truly, deeply feel and experience and embody energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually who you are now, with complete conviction and confidence. So that is more insight into what Crushing Confidence is all about. We already have our first 5 people that have joined us, and I did mention yesterday that the first 5 get in for $55, but I'm going to honor the $55 enrollment and investment in this until 5 o'clock today. Right now it's almost 10 a.m. my time. I'm on Mountain Standard Time, so I'm going to be honoring that today. After today, the investment does go up, so I've included a link here to join us in Crushing Confidence, and I cannot wait. This is something that I see is going to continue to grow and evolve in this beautiful course and container and program that we're going to come together and be a part of, and most likely something that I'm going to have every year. But this will be the one and only time this year that we're going to be running the Crushing Confidence course. We're going to have other beautiful courses that we offer throughout the year, but I would love, love, love to see you inside of it this year. This time we're running it live, and it's not going to be something that you have to go through on your own, which I love the energy of, because it's not here activities, here are exercises, just do these yourself and be alone in this. This is not something that I feel called energetically to be alone with, so therefore we're not doing it alone, because it's really, really hard to sit with those kind of things when you're alone, because when you're alone, your mind gets to that state of I can't do this. I can't look at this. And then you want to burn the list, cut the ties, burn the ship, explode it, and go on to doing something different and something else. And this for me has been honestly something when I've sat with and I've processed and worked through all of the stories and the limitation and the negative identity of who I am because of what I've done in the past. And when that dissolves and when it fades away, you're able to crush confidence instead of being crushed by the things you've done in the past. So that's what this is all about. I love you guys. I cannot wait to see you in there. There's a link here connected to the video, but if you need it, just reach out to me and I'll send it to you. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Remember, until 5 tonight, you can get in for $55. So sending you so much love, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.